Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do an initial review of my thoughts on the Boox Palma 2 Pro. Now, I should be stating this in all of my videos that I make of my e-readers because I have another video coming on my Kindle. Please take my my review or my thoughts with not a grain of salt, but just I'm not a tech person. Sure, I can do some tech stuff like modding some things and all that, but I'm not super smart when it comes to electronics, so this is no different. I just want to talk to you guys about what I've been experiencing, my thoughts on it, just a chit chat video. You know how I do, just sitting here and talking and telling you guys what I think of the device. And yeah, so I've had this, I want to say, for about 2 or 3 weeks. I actually have to look up how long I've had it because it will be in my title of my video, because this is just an initial review. It's not gonna be what I completely think about it, because I would need a lot more time than that. But if you guys are just thinking about picking this up, then maybe I can try and help. I don't know. Anyway, I bought the Boox Palma 2 Pro in the color white, and I can tell you some things that I really absolutely love about it, and then I can tell you some things that I don't really like about it. Like I said, just from a standpoint of a couple weeks. I did end up purchasing the Stylus, which I didn't do an unboxing of because I picked this up maybe a week after, because I wanted to try and use this Stylus more as a quick shopping list kind of thing, because my whole plan was to take this with me when I go out. I feel like this is the purse Kindle. So I do own the purse Kindle, and it is this oil sky purse Kindle. I'm gonna tell you guys what now. I was gonna do a review on this, but I don't even think this is worth doing a review. It probably will be in my collection with it as a collection e-reader, because I am planning on doing that. But this, to me, saved the money. I did buy this from AliExpress, so I didn't pay much for it. I think I paid $30 for it, but I don't suggest this. I think if you really want a true purse Kindle and you have the money for it, I think that this is better. I mean, the cost is significant with this one, that this is $400 and that is $30, so of course it would be better. I think this is probably good for the price. That's what I'll say. It's good for the price, but to me, this is so much better. So I have mine set up with this cute Sailor Moon wallpaper. You can set it up with whatever kind of wallpaper you like. I just find them off of Google and screenshot it, crop it, and then put it on. So this is a wand one. I mean, I guess I'll go into the decoration of it. So I do have a little Sunny Angel lion on here. I have a pop socket, and I have a sticker by Nicole something art on Etsy. I'll try to link her down below. She has really cute decal stickers, so I just put that on the back. And then the clear case is from Amazon. I did do an unboxing with it. However, I am deciding whether or not I want to purchase the Boox the sleeve that has the front cover with it, the magnetic one, just because I think I want more protection when I put this in my bag, because throwing it in my bag with just the front this is a no-go for me. I do have a Kindle sleeve that I can throw it in, but I think I just want something more protective for the screen, especially for the price. So I do have a couple of apps on here. I'm gonna tell you what with this, and this goes for any e-reader that has like an open, that's not like a Kobo or a Kindle, where like Kobo and Kindle have their own like ecosystem, right? This is an open ecosystem. So I will say that it takes a lot of time to customize your device to your liking. I am still customizing my Bigme. It's not even what I want it to be yet, because it just takes so much time, and I'm actually reading a lot. Like, I'm using my things at what it's intended for, so I don't really have the time right now because I'm trying to finish a book. But it does have the time on here and stuff like that. You can, like I said, you can customize it to how you want it. I do have Audible, Kobo, Kindle, Vizmanga, Shonen Jump, Libby, Goodreads, and Pinterest on here. Now, I could put Instagram or whatever, and I may do that. Now, a lot of people are suggesting this as like a device that can keep you off of social media. I want to say it, and I want to say it in the nicest possible way that I can. If you're buying this solely because you need something to keep you off of social media, that in itself is a red flag. I am also guilty of being on social media a lot, but I didn't buy this with the intent of like somehow thinking that this was going to keep me off social media, because let's be honest, if you want to go on social media, you can. Like, it's not something that is gonna slow you down, because if I really want to go on social media, I'll keep my iPad or my phone right next to this, you know what I mean? So it's all up to you if you are going to separate yourself from social media. But anyway, there is one absolute thing that I can say that is kind of a con for me, but not like, I don't know how to explain. Like, it's a con, but it makes sense for it to be a con. So I did buy this with the intention that I wanted to read manga on this device. That being said, because the screen is small, how do I say it? Like, the words are so tiny. Like, you can barely see the words on this. So I want to show you guys what I mean. Screen is so tiny. I don't think my camera's gonna focus. Of course not. Focus. Okay, so there's just like, getting to these areas, it's so hard that you have to literally zoom in to see it. And when I'm reading, I don't want to be doing that. So, am I still out of focus? Okay, so that is one thing that I don't like. If you're buying this to read manga on, I don't know if I 100% recommend it, just because of that. Like, you can barely see it, and so it takes away like the enjoyment of just reading your book. So there's that. Now, with everything else, like Kobo, like reading novels is not a problem on here. It looks great. It's just like reading on any other e-reader. I feel like buying this to go out with is like perfect, like, because this is a perfect size, to be honest. It's great, like lugging around this instead of like the Kobo. So let me show you guys the Kobo. Is, of course, like, this is a lot bigger, this is a lot smaller. So that's why I say this is the perfect purse e-reader. So there's that. Now, going into the Stylus, so what I wanted this for was to quickly like just swipe to the left. Here we go. So when you swipe, like, you have to grab it from like the edge, it will open up the note section, and like I can just write like groceries, right? Groceries. I don't know how to spell groceries. Screw that. Okay. I don't know. I want gummy bears from Walmart, so I just write gummy. This is such a bad right, but it does definitely write on the screen fairly well. There's not really too much of a lag. There's not really much of a lag on the screen. So it's perfect for that. However, I don't believe that Boox designed this to like for this to be with this, if that makes sense. Like it can be used with it, but there's no like, there's nothing to hold the stylus, and that is what pisses me off. Like there's not even like a magnet on the side. Even if you were to buy the case that is made for this, it doesn't even have like a section like how Big Me has it. Big Me has it to where you can just put it on the side with their flap case like this. Or even Kobo actually has like a let me grab the stylus because I have the Kobo stylus. You can actually stick the though the magnet is not strong, it's possible to at least put the stylus like next to it. This, on the other hand, you can't put any, like you can't, and it takes away from like when I want to use this thing. Like if I literally have to keep it in like a little pouch with this in here just floating around because I can't hook it up to the side. I mean, if I don't know how to explain it, like that is a con to me because it's the inconvenience of it all. Like if you want this to be seamless, you just put something to hold it there. Like that is what's frustrating, because I would just like to whip this out of my purse, write down my grocery list that I need really fast, and then just chuck it in my bag, and then when I'm in the store I can just bring it out, cross out my grocery list. Like I don't know if anybody else is going to be using this as like a running list, but I wish that had been a choice for the consumer, that if they bought the stylus, you were able to somehow put it on a case or magnetized or something. Also with this stylus, it's not wireless charged, obviously, because it doesn't connect here. But to charge this all the time, I haven't had to charge it yet. Granted, I haven't used it very often, but just the fact that you have to charge this all the time is also another inconvenience. But anyway, going back to the actual device, I do find myself sometimes having to reset this because it either like froze or like glitched and like didn't fix itself. So I do find that sometimes I do have to force shut down. I think I had to force shut down once. And then what else? You can definitely set this device to like extreme refresh, like, which is what I do because I prioritize like experience and like aesthetic before me running out of battery for having it on the highest setting, because I charge my devices. It's like when I'm gonna go to sleep, I will plug it in. It's not a huge deal, but it is a deal with the stylus. I can't express that enough. But charging the actual device is not a problem for me. So I can definitely put this on extreme frame rates, refresh rates, whatever, to get the best user experience, like aesthetically. So you can do that. Getting this device, you must know that it takes some tweaking. It's not going to be as simple as opening up a Kindle and straight reading, because everything has to be downloaded. So you have to download Kindle, you have to download Audible, which, like I said, buying this, you would have already known that. So there's that, and there's so much endless possibilities with this. Also, like being a note taker, you can go onto social media on here. Now, is it gonna be as good as your iPhone? No, it's not. But in a pinch, like if you just wanna just quickly scroll really fast just to check on anything, if you have a message or something, you can do it on here. You can put in a SIM card, but none of my e-readers are going to be used for that. They're just strictly for reading and taking notes and like annotating and all that stuff. So there's that. But you can. I did put in a 128 gigabyte micro SD card in here, which is kind of small, but I thought to myself that I don't need a whole bunch of data or storage in here. If I do, I'll change the amount, but right now this is running 128 gigs in here, and then my Big Me has, I think, 256 or something like that. I don't put really high ones in there. These can take, I think, up to 2 terabytes, but I don't really need all that space, so there's that. What I can say is, like, because this has it has no ecosystem that it's tied to, putting like importing fonts on here is a lot harder. I haven't done it yet just because, like I said, it is a lot harder. Like, it's easier for me to import fonts into my Kobo and my Kindle. Like, both of these have different fonts that I got off of the internet, but this one does not. I would like different fonts. I feel like when I have nicer fonts, I tend to read more because it looks aesthetically nicer. I have not tried to do it. I think it is possible to do it. I just don't know how, and I don't know if I want to mess with the device in that way yet. But I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. We'll see as time progresses, like how much this you know, how much it goes. I did put on a screen protector. Do I recommend putting on a screen protector? I think if you have the money to buy extra protection, I would. However, I would say stick with the magnet case. I don't know if I would suggest buying this just because the device is so big. I mean, not so big, so expensive that you want to protect it in the best possible way. And I think having a clear case, especially if you're going to take this traveling with you, is not the best idea. So I will see on that if I do decide to buy a better case. I wish that they came out with a pink case. I may try to hold out to see if they do, because they came out with a pink case for the regular Boox Palma, like the regular one. So maybe they might make a pink one, so I may hold off. I think that is what I'm gonna do. But anyway, this video is almost 20 minutes long. I did yip yap. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I am going to be trying to get back to comments. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.